Okay, hello, my name is William. Okay, today I'm going to read another part of the Bible. Today I'm going to read 1 Samuel chapter 20, okay? And David fled from Noath to Ramah, and came and said before Jonathan, What I have done is mine iniquity, and what is my sin before thy father, and he seeketh my life. He said unto him, God forbid, thou shalt not die. Behold, my father will do nothing, either great or small, but that he will shew it me. And why should my father hide this thing from me? It is not so. And David swore moreover, and said, Thy father certainly knoweth, and I have found grace in thine eyes. And he saith, Let not Jonathan know this, lest he be grieved, but truly as the Lord liveth, and as thy soul liveth, and but as a step between me and death. And then said Jonathan unto David, Whatsoever thy soul desireth, and I will even do it for thee. And David said unto Jonathan, Behold, tomorrow is the new moon, and I should not fail to sit the king at meat, but let me go, and that I hide myself in the field into the third day at even. And if thy father at all miss me, then say, David earnestly asked leave of me, that he might run to Bethlehem and his city. For he is yearly sacrifice there for all of the family. If he say thus, It is well, thy servant shall have peace, but if he be very wroth, then be sure that evil is determined by him. Therefore thou shalt deal kindly with thy servant, and while thou hast brought thy servant into the covenant of the Lord with thee. Notwithstanding, if there be with me iniquity, thy slay me thyself, for why shouldest thou bring me to thy father? And Jonathan said, For be it from thee, for if I know certainly that evil were determined by my father to come upon thee, then would not I tell it thee. And David said to Jonathan, Who shall tell me? Or if thy father answered thee roughly? And Jonathan said unto David, Come, let us go unto the field. And they went out both of them to the field. And Jonathan said unto David, O Lord God of Israel, and I and the son of my father about tomorrow any time, or the third day, and behold, if there is a good toward David, then send not unto thee, and shew it thee. The Lord do so much more to Jonathan, but if it please my father to do thee evil, and I will shew it thee, and send thee away, and that thou mayest go in peace, and the Lord be with thee as he has been with my father. Thou shalt not only while yet, and I live show me in kindness of the Lord, that I die not. And thou shalt not cut off any kindness of my house forever. No, not when the Lord had cut off the enemies of David, every one from the face of the earth. So Jonathan made a covenant with the house of David, saying, Let the Lord even require the hand of David's enemies. And Jonathan caused David to swear again, because he loved him. For he has loved him, and he has loved his own soul. Then Jonathan said to David, Tomorrow is the new moon, and it shall be missed, and because they see to be empty. And when they have stayed in 3 days, thou shalt go down quickly, and down to the place where thou didst hide thyself, when the business is in hand, and thou shalt remain by the stone Ezel. and I shoot 3 arrows on the side thereof, as through I shot at a mark. And behold, I send a land, saying, Go find out the arrows. If I expressly say unto the land, Behold, the arrows are on this side of thee, take them. And come thou, and for there is peace to thee, and no hurt, as the God liveth. But if I say thus unto young man, Behold, the arrows are beyond thee, and go thy way, for the Lord has sent thee away, and it's a touching matter which thou hast spoken of. Behold, the Lord be between thee and me forever. And so David hid thyself in the field. The new moon was come, and the king sat down to eat meat. And the king sat down upon his seat at other times, even upon a seat by the wall. And Jonathan arose, and Abner by Saul's side, and the peace was empty. And nevertheless Saul spake not anything for that day, for he thought something had befallen him. He is not clean, surely he is not clean. And it came to pass on the morrow, on the 2nd day of the month, that David's place was empty. And Saul said unto Jonathan his son, Wherefore cometh not the son of Jesse meat, neither yesterday nor today? And Jonathan answered to Saul, David earnestly asked leave to go back to him. And he said, Let me go, I pray thee, for our family hath a sacrifice in the city, and my brother, and he hath commanded me to be there and now. And if I found favor in thine eyes, let me get away, I pray thee, and said my brother, and therefore I cometh not unto the king's table. And Saul's anger kind of against Jonathan, and said unto him, And thus the son prefers rebellious women. Do not I know that thou hast chosen on the son of Jesse to thine own confusion, the confusion of thy mother's nakedness? For as long as the son of Jesse liveth upon the ground, thou shalt be established in thy kingdom. Wherefore now send and avenge unto me, and thou shalt surely die. And Jonathan sent unto Saul his father, and said unto him, Wherefore shalt be slain, and what had he done? And when Saul cast a javelin, and said unto him, Whereby Jonathan know it was determined by his father to slay David. So Jonathan arose from the table of fierce anger, and he did eat no meat on the 2nd day of the month. And it was grieved for David, because his father did him shame. And it came fast in the morning that Jonathan went out in the field, and appointed with David and the lad with him. And he said to the lad, Run, and find out now the arrows which I shoot. And the last man, he shot at the arrow behind him, and he has led in the place of the arrow which Jonathan has shot. Jonathan cried at the lad, and said, Is not the arrow beyond thee? And Jonathan cried unto the lad, Make speed haste, and stay not. Jonathan's lad gathered up the arrows, and come to his master. The lad knew not anything, only Jonathan and David knew the matter. And Jonathan gave the authority unto his lad, and said unto him, Go carry them into the city. As soon as the lad was gone, David rose out of the place toward the south, and fell on the face of the ground, and bowled himself 3 times. And they kissed one another, and wept one unto another, until David exceeded. And Jonathan said to David, Go in peace, forasmuch as we swore to the board of us in the name of the Lord, saying, The Lord be between thee and between my seed and thy seed forever. And he arose and departed, and Jonathan went into the city. Yes?
You want Chinese food? You want some Chinese food?
I just had a burrito.
Okay, well then you're fine then. You don't want any. You want it? Yes or no?
I guess a Chinese food would be fine.
Huh?
I guess it would be fine.
Okay.
Okay, that is ending of 1 Samuel chapter 20. Next video, we'll read 1 Samuel chapter 21. Okay, we'll have to go right now. So thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Bye.